I heard they're searching for you. Ooh, gangster.
Me like to brace pan it, brace pan it. I'm like to back it too. Me like to brace pan it, I'm like to back it too. I'm like to back it too. Me like to brace pan it, I'm like to back it too, back it too.
Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you guys haven't guessed it already, I'm a fanatic when it comes to carnival. So I'm going to show you guys how to make this real quick and easy DIY string vest crop top. You're going to need a pair of material cutting scissors, a multi-purpose elastic band. You can find these in material shops around your area. Got 2 meters worth for £1, and I didn't even use all the 2 meters, so it's more than enough. They're not expensive whatsoever. A sewing needle and some thread. I'm using black so it matches the elastic band. Some sort of pencil. I normally have a white one which I use for all my DIYs, but I couldn't find it, so I had to use my red lip liner. It doesn't matter what colour the pencil is, as long as you can wash it away if you need to. And most importantly, the string vest. Now the great thing about string vests is that they come in different colours, different sizes, and you can even find some that represents the flag for your country. Now string vests are absolutely everywhere, especially if you go to the market. You can't walk past the store without seeing a string vest. That's why I got mine in the size medium, and I'm normally a woman's, but I'll leave a link down below where you can find some really nice ones. So yeah, you want to put the string vest top on. You want to make sure it fits properly. I would suggest wearing whatever you're planning to wear underneath the vest top. So as you can see, I'm wearing a black bra, and that's because I would only wear a bra underneath this type of top. Once you've done that, you want to kind of gauge where you want your crop top to end. And once you're happy with it, you're going to pick up your pencil and you're going to make a mark to let you know where you want to cut. Once you're happy with that, go ahead and line it back up on your table by laying it flat. And then start to cut. Now don't do what I done, make sure you cut way below your mark line. I accidentally cut way too close to it. Yeah, this is it after I've cut it. I quite liked it like this, so if you want to, you can leave it like this. But my original plan was to put a band at the bottom of it so it doesn't rise up, so that's what I'm going to do. Now the reason I said make sure you cut way underneath your mark line was for this part right here. You're basically going to fold the bottom of the crop top underneath the elastic. So if it's cut too short, you're not going to be able to fold it properly and it's not going to lay flat. You just want to go ahead and start cutting. Once you're happy with that, you're going to fold the 2 parts of the elastic and start to sew them together. Once you finish sewing the 2 parts together, you just want to pull on the elastic band to make sure there's no gaps. When I just pulled down, you could see the gap. Make sure you go back in there, because if the elastic is not tight, it's going to end up snapping open. Now this is a little bit confusing, so I hope you guys can bear with me and kind of understand what I'm talking about. You want to make sure the string vest is inside out, and then you're basically going to sew a small section of the top to the inside of the elastic band. Now if you sewed it right, then you should be able to pull the top through and fold it over the elastic band. Now remember, your top is still inside out whilst you're pulling it. You want to put the vest back on, and remember it's still attached to the elastic band, and you're basically just going to fold it underneath. Now I found this bit really hard because I cut way too high on the string vest, so remember to cut way below your mark line. It's better to have too much material than not having enough. Don't worry if the back of it is gathering together. You're going to sort that out as you start to sew. Now this bit is optional, but I suggest you do something similar. I'm basically just taking spare needles and I'm just putting it through the elastic band and the string vest so it can stay in place. This is going to help when you take off the string vest, so you're going to be able to see where you need to sew. Yeah, so this is it. I basically went and tacked most of it off camera. So this is what your string vest crop top should look like inside out. Don't be scared if you've got like little loose parts. Once you pull it, like once it's on you, it's going to lay flat, and if there's any bits sticking out, then you can just poke it up. So yeah, I'm going to show you what I've done. This is the last little bit. I really hope I don't confuse you guys, so I'm going to try and take my time and explain it as best as possible. You're basically going to pull it and you're going to fold it back on itself, and you're going to do that 2 times. So you're basically joining 3 hoops together and then tacking it down. If you sew, then you know what I mean by tacking it. You're not actually sewing through to the other side of the elastic. So if you sew continuously around the circumference of the elastic, you wouldn't be able to wear it. So that's why you have to tack it in certain places. So when you're tacking it, you don't want to go all the way through the elastic. You want to just kind of graze the elastic. So if you look, you'll see that even though the pin's in, you can't see it on the other side. That's because it's only grazing. It's only grazing the top of it. You're only doing the top section of the elastic. So once you finish tacking that section together, you're basically just going to cut your thread and you're going to go on to the next section, and you're just going to keep going round, and you want to kind of make this even as you're going around, because obviously you don't want your top to gather up at the back and you don't want it to gather up at the sides. Every time you finish tacking a section, I would suggest you stretch the band. So you're going to tack a section, cut the thread, stretch the band, tack a new section, cut the thread, stretch the band. Yeah, so this is what the top looks like once you finish sewing. I really hope you can understand everything I was trying to explain. If you don't understand anything, don't be afraid to message me. So hopefully if I've explained it correctly and you're able to follow the steps, then your string vest crop top should look like this. Super cute and super easy. If you're going carnival, make sure you have a good time, but most importantly, make sure you're safe. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!